I'm going to retell a story called The Klausners. So, this story is told by a man who had a common American family which consisted of his wife and three children, two sons and one daughter. So, they moved to Great Neck, and so their lives changed uh, new because of their new neighbors, the Klausners. Um, so the narrator admits that they were domineering and aggressive in a politely offensive manner. So they seem to be some kind of a perfect family, um, and at the same time, they were pernicious because they seemed to be better than anyone else, and they pointed out everyone. They seemed to be better than everyone else, and they always pointed out everyone's mistakes and tried to help people overcome their mistakes and become better, even if they weren't asked to do a favor. So one day the main character returned home, and during the dinner his family spoke about the Klausners, and they spoke how good they were in comparison to the main character's family. So the Klausner's children were good at school, and the narrator's wife told him that Mrs. Klausner had some cool kitchen device, some cool stuff for kitchen, for cooking. Um, However, at first, the main character found it ridiculous, and he found it funny, but then his wife announced that they were asked to they were invited to a party at the Klausner's place, and him she asked him to wear a turtleneck. But the narrator got amazed because he disagreed to wear such an official suit for just a simple meeting with their neighbors. But his wife didn't think so. She bought a really expensive dress. Um, and when they came over to the Klausner's place, it was clear that she was overdressed for such an informal gathering. And she felt even more uncomfortable when Mrs. Klausner noticed a flaw on her jacket. Mm, so the narrator's wife was ready to cry. She felt like she had been made a fool of, and she decided to bring the jacket back. However, the narrator found the party uh, resplendent, because it was perfect organized, uh, as everything that Klausner did. And the following day, his wife failed to bring her jacket back, and she didn't even get any discount. Mm, she was furious, and she had never wore the jacket again. She projected her anger onto Mrs. Klausner, and she started she avoided her, and so she behaved really childish. And then their daughter was in an awkward stage. He dressed like a freak. She missed classes. She had long phone conversations with girls and short, uh, giggly ones with boys. Mm. And her parents thought it had been just a phase, but they had been waiting for her maturity. But the Klausner's daughter uh, already looked like an adult young woman. She was beautiful, blonde, and she had no acne. Mm. And she was a leader to other girls, and she gave them advices on their appearance and so on. And one day, the narrator's daughter dyed her hair, and um, uh, he and his wife were really angry because they could stomach anything but not the hair. So they refused. They didn't um, allow her uh, dye her hair again, so it looked ridiculous and she looked like a freak. She didn't want to go to school, and she got some problems with studying. Mm, and then they learned that everyone in her class, except the class nurse daughter, dyed their hair, and that's why they were really angry, and that's why they even more didn't like the class nurse. They didn't like the class nurse even more. So the narrator insisted on a relationship with the class nurse being broken when his son broke a leg while ice skating with Mr. Klausner, who taught him to skate.